Hey there! Welcome to the second video of this course where you will learn how to conduct keyword search and an in-depth SEO analysis to rank your websites on page 1 of Google. One of the biggest parts of search engine optimization is to know thy enemy. Ideally, we want to find a keyword that has a high search volume per month and has low competition results. With that in mind, let's move on to how to find these gems with this next tool called Market Samurai. Market Samurai is one of the best tools for internet marketers. If you are serious about taking your business to the next level, this is definitely a well worth investment. However, there is a free trial available at the bottom of this video, and the best part is even after your free trial expires, the keyword research feature that we will be using extensively in this video will still be freely available to you. Once you've gotten your free trial version of Market Samurai, you will see this page as soon as you open up the tool. The next step is to open up a new project and simply input the keyword that we have decided to expand on. In our example and niche research earlier, we have identified chicken coops to be a potential keyword to expand on, so let's put that in here. Next, click on Create, and you will see right now in the paid version, these are the other features that Market Samurai has, but for the free version, we'll only be using the Keyword Research module. So click on the Keyword Research module, and for the phrase length setting over here, just make sure it's set to 2 words or more, because in order to rank easily on Google's page 1, normally the longer tail keywords are more easier to rank. On top of that, long tail keyword searches have a higher buyer's intent, as we have explained earlier. Next, click on Generate Keywords. Then just type in the captcha image that pops up and click Submit. Right now, what Market Samurai is doing is gathering all the keyword ideas that are related to our primary keyword. Once that's done, you can see over at these 2 columns over here, the positive and negative keywords filters that can be really useful. Take for example, for negative keywords, you can filter out words like free, because people who search with the term free in their phrases are less likely to be buyers, and they are most likely just information seekers. For the positive keywords, we may only want to analyze keywords that contain the words chicken, coops, hens, houses, and poultry, just to give you a few ideas. These filter options are not necessary at this stage, but should you generate a really large keyword list, then perhaps you might consider to use these filters. So when we update the positive and negative keyword filters, you can see over here, 30 keywords have been removed, 1 filtered, and 169 active keywords remaining. Initially, we had a list of about 200. Once we've done the filters, the next step is to click on Analyze Keywords to get an analysis of the keyword search volume and competition results. The main columns we want to see are basically just these 2. Total searches, where you want to put in a filter of minimum of 100, and SEO competition to be a maximum of 50,000. Lastly, for your match type, select phrases and then click on Refresh. If you don't understand what each of these columns represent, do not worry too much about them for now. Just follow the system and step-by-step videos, and as you go along, you will begin to understand what these terms and numbers mean. Next, click on Analyze Keywords. What Market Samurai is doing right now is fetching all the SEO competition data. If you were to do this all by yourself and type in the keywords manually to check the phrase competition, it could take up hours. Thankfully, we have Market Samurai created, and it gets all the hard labor done for us. The data gathering normally takes up a couple of minutes, depending on your internet connection. Alright, the information gathering process is done here. As you can see with our filters, from 100 over keywords, we now have 22 active keywords. We have just narrowed our list even more, and ultimately we'll only be needing one keyword to rank on Google. Now, let's just go through the columns over here and see what we have found. To explain the columns very quickly, the searches column here shows us the number of search volume per day that users are inputting into the search engine for this particular keyword phrase. Looking at the chicken coop keyword right now, there is a misspelling. This is something that you do not want to try and rank for because Google's algorithm today is getting smarter and more precise. Hence, if you try to rank on misspelled words, Google will simply return the search results of the correctly spelled keywords. Whereas the keyword chicken feeders, the searches per day is 595. This means that 595 people are typing this keyword phrase into Google search for inquiry. As for the SEO competition, which is represented under this column SEOC, there are only 17,000 pages that have this phrase competition in their content, which is extremely low. This means that you should be able to rank on page 1 rather easily, especially when you follow the methods outlined in this course. Once we've included the filters for keywords, where our total searches is a minimum of 100 and SEO competition is a maximum of 50,000, the next secret ingredient you need is to find a domain with the exact keyword phrase in it. This step is extremely important because if you want to rank easily on page 1, you need to grab the exact domain name, and you only want either a .com, a .net, or a .org as the domain extensions. Again, you may type each and every one of these keywords over at GoDaddy or Namecheap to find the domain availability of these keywords. However, we are going to leverage on Market Samurai once again. It will help us do all the hard labor, so all we need to do is select our list of filtered keywords and just click Find Domains. Now, at the Find Domain module, for the domain variation filter, customize it and make sure all these prefixes and suffixes are not checked. Let's just rename this custom domain variation as None, as we do not want any prefixes or suffixes. So make sure you have all that unchecked because again, we only want the exact keyword phrase in our domain. For your domain extension, select only .com, .net, and .org. Once we have our filters in place and seed keywords, click on Find Domains and let Market Samurai get to work. As you can see, there's a whole list of keywords and domain available that we can rank for. In fact, there is a total of 10 keywords we can potentially rank for that fits into all the criteria we have walked through earlier. However, there are a few here which are the misspelled keywords and we do not want to touch those. But look at this one over here. A .com is available. When you see a .com and it's a keyword that passes all the filters and criteria, go out and just grab it. This is because .com domains have been tested to rank extremely well. But of course, .org and .net work as well. However, when a .com opportunity comes, I would say just grab it and start creating your campaign. There is just one last step and we need to check right before we grab this domain. We just want to make sure and guarantee that we will be able to rank on page 1 easily. So to do this, copy this keyword and open up a new keyword tab. Input the keyword we have identified with the domain available. Next, click Update and head over to the SEO competition module. In this module, we just want to analyze in further details what the page 1 results for this particular keyword are. Again, let Market Samurai gather the information for us. The SEO competition in-depth analysis generally takes slightly longer. There are about 6% more to go, but just to go through very quickly what the background colors represent. Basically, the more greens you see, the easier it will be for you to rank this keyword on the page 1 results. The first column over here represents the domain age of the website. This is the page rank of the site. This is the number of index pages on the site. And finally, this is the number of backlinks to the page. When analyzing this matrix over here, in a nutshell, you just want to make sure there's at least one room for you to come into play. This means that you want to make sure that there is one spot for you on page 1 that is extremely easy to knock off. Some sites that are easy to outrank are normally sites like eZine articles, and even though they have millions of backlinks simply because they are an article directory, it is relatively easy to outrank them because they are not an actual website that caters around a niche. So when you see article directories listed on page 1, it's really good news because you know you'll be able to outrank them rather easily. Again, just to repeat myself, when analyzing the SEO competition in details, you'd want to make sure there's at least one slot for you to fit in here. Just by looking at the matrix over here, I can tell you it's relatively easy to grab the number 8, 7, and even 3 spot in here. Over on the right here are the columns that represent the on-page factors. This tells us whether web page has optimized the keyword in their title, URL, H1 tag, and description. As we can see here, none of these top 10 sites has done this on-page optimization correctly, so this is again another excellent indicator. Once the in-depth SEO competition analysis looks good and we see at least one slot that we can outrank, we'll head over to Google to buy our domain name, which we found earlier, which is chickencoopsandruns.com. So let's just head over to GoDaddy, and again there is a link below where you can get your GoDaddy.com domains at $7.49 instead of $10. Now at the main page of GoDaddy, just type in our domain name over here, chickencoopsandrun.com, and let's search for it. The domain is available, so for the next couple of steps, just follow through with GoDaddy's registration. They will prompt you to buy other extensions and add-ons, but we don't need any of them right now. Subsequently, just fill in your details. Since I have my account registered already, I am just going to log in and make the payment to buy this domain, chickencoopsandruns.com. This sums up the entire keyword research, SEO competition analysis, and domain secrets module. Until then, I'll see you in the next video.